Good morning. Welcome to Pilates. Let's start with breath work. Lie down flat on your back. Bend your knees. Plant your feet into the earth. Relax your arms at your side. Begin to focus on your breath. As you inhale, feel the belly inflate. Feel the lungs inflate. As you exhale, they begin to deflate. Slow and steady. Inhale. Lift up, expand. And exhale, release. Release the tension that you're holding on to. Place your hands on the sides of your ribs. On the right and left sides, closer to the ground. Now inhale, expand sideways. And exhale, release. Like a barrel, you breathe throughout the entire rib cage. And release. 2 more breaths. Good. Relax your arms by the sides. Feel the shoulder blades melt into the ground. Walk your heels as close to your hips as possible, starting with a coccyx curl. Curl your tailbone in between the legs and feel the small of the back melt onto the ground, and release. Once again, curl that tailbone in, and release. 2 more times, letting the small of your back spread and melt into the ground, and release. Once more. And release. Now let's take it to hip rolls. You start with a coccyx curl, curling your tailbone in, and then squeeze with the hamstrings and glutes. Lift the hips up, pressing your heels into the earth, reaching your knees toward the wall in front of you, and melt the spine back down. Moving with your breath, curl the tailbone in, and then activate in the lower back and mid back, lifting the hips up, 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 and carefully feeling each spinal process articulate as you return back to the ground. Let's do that 2 more times. Slowly, lifting up, reaching up, expanding with your breath, and returning back to the earth. 1 more time. Beautiful. Now let's come to a spine neutral. You can walk your heels out a little bit farther away if that's more comfortable. Tuck the navel up underneath the rib cage. So you're creating your rib cage suspenders. That you're not allowing your belly to stick out at all. That you're using the strong muscles in the front of your body to help hold in your internal organs. Moving to scapula wedging. Keep your rib cage suspenders. And with your next inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Palms face each other. As you inhale, reach right arm up toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, melt the shoulder blade onto the ground. Inhale, left arm goes up. And exhale, melt the shoulder blade onto the ground. Alternate between right and left, letting your chest broaden as well. 1 more time to each side. And then after you finish with the left, let your hands fall down to your hip bones, moving to upper back flexion. As you exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel, walk your fingertips up your thighs to reach the top of the knees, lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel, reach, lift those shoulder blades up, look up. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, overcome gravity, reach and lift up. And inhale, create the space, come on back down. 3 more. Exhale, once again, feel the upper back articulate. And release back down. 2 more. Last time. Very nice. Now moving to femur arcs with tabletop legs. Lift your legs up to tabletop, hips and knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your hands on your abdomen. Is your stomach sticking out? If it is, activate transverse abdominis. Pull that navel in. Use the strong stomach muscles to help support the back. Now, lightly drop left toe to the ground without moving your stomach and pick it back up. And then drop right. So you alternate. To make this easier, keep your toes close to your body. To make it harder, reach your toes further away toward that front edge of your mat. Alternating here, but knowing that you can move your legs without moving your stomach. One more time left. One more time right. Please feel free, if you're new to class, to stay here at tabletop. If you're a little more advanced, straighten the legs and reach the feet up toward the ceiling. From here, slide your hands behind the back of your knees and exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel, pull the shoulder blades up. Get the chin toward the chest for the 100. With an exhale, drop your hands by your side, palms face down. Inhale, pump the arms. Exhale. Inhale, float the shoulder blades. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look at your navel. Exhale. Inhale, this is halfway. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, relax down. Good job. Melt your body onto the earth. Extend your legs out in front of you for roll up. Bring the feet together and activate them so that the toes point toward the ceiling. Reach your arms up above your head as if you're trying to be pulled in two opposite directions. Right now, you may notice how your back is arching. Do not let your back arch for the rest of roll up. So I want you to tuck the navel in and see how that might lift your arms up above the ground, and that's fine. Now reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Tuck the navel in, activate transverse abdominis, and then as you exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel, roll up into a seated position. Good. Dive forward, reaching for your toes. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, retract the shoulder blades, and then exhale, slowly melt the spine back to the ground. Inhale on the earth. Exhale, overcome gravity, lift on up. And dive forward. Inhale, retract the shoulder blades, be proud. Exhale, come back down. One more with these long arms, don't let the back arch. Inhale on the ground, exhale, lift up once again. And dive forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly melt your way back to the earth. If this is a challenge, keep your arms long. If you'd like it to be a little bit harder, grab your elbows. Exhale, overcome gravity. Begin to lift up. And dive forward. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, make your way back to the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up once again. Dive forward. Inhale, come back to center. Broaden your heart space. Exhale, come back down. One more like this. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel. Lift up. And dive forward. Inhale back to center. And exhale, work your way back toward the earth. For our last three, if you'd like to make it harder, place your fingertips on your shoulders and lead with your elbows, reaching your elbows up toward the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, come on up. And dive forward. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, come back down. Inhale on the earth. Exhale, overcome gravity. Lift up. Inhale back to center. And exhale, come back down. One more. Beautiful breath. Very nice. Relax your arms down. Moving to the single leg stretch. Before we go into the single leg stretch, just a quick thing about the breath. You exhale when you need it. So if your breath is different from your neighbor's, that's okay, as long as you're breathing. Now, single leg stretch. Bend your knees into your chest. And then from here, lift to tabletop. Pressing the heels out, hips and knees bend at 90. Tuck the navel up underneath the rib cage. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead to navel. Reach your hands behind your right leg. Get the shoulder blades off the ground and extend your left leg. Let's begin. Inhale here, and then exhale, switch. 1, 2, with control. 3, 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway. 11, 12, float those shoulder blades. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Hug your knees into your chest and relax down. Crisscross. Slide your hands behind your head. Thumbs track down the sides of the neck. Lift the legs up to tabletop. Keep the shoulder blades off the ground. Do not let them touch for the rest of the exercise. From here, cross right elbow to left knee and extend right leg. Inhale here, and let's begin. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Release and relax. One breath here. Double leg stretch. Curl your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. Making a V shape with your body. As you inhale, shoot arms and legs out. Arms go up above the head, legs press out, and exhale, curl back into your little ball. Inhale, press your top hat off, and exhale, come back in. Inhale, fingertips and toes at the same height, and exhale. Inhale, keep those shoulder blades up. Exhale. Inhale. This is halfway, and exhale. Inhale, lift those shoulder blades, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Make the V. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Relax down. Rest your head on the earth. Scissors. Reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Walk your hands up to your right calf. So you're reaching your legs up to the ceiling, and I want you to bring your torso to your leg, not the other way around. With control, drop left leg. Pulse once, and then from here, switch. 1, 2, 3. Lift those shoulder blades. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Relax down. Scissors pulse. Once again, reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Hands come behind the head. To make this easier, Keep your legs together. To make it harder, begin dropping right leg. Drop right leg a little, or drop right leg until it hovers just above the earth. Now cross right elbow toward left knee. So I want you reaching toward your opposite knee. And let's pulse here you're going to stay on the same side. Pulse here for 15 and begin. Pulse, touch the knee, 15, 14, 13, 12, cross the body, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. I know it hurts, but switch sides. Let's go. Pulse, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Double leg, lift and lower. Take one breath here. And then decide where you need the support. If you need support for your lower back, slide your hands down by your hips. You can even place your hands underneath your lower back. If you'd like a little more challenge, add some thoracic flexion into this pose and slide your hands behind your head. If your head is lifted, your hands need to be behind your head. Reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Remember what I said earlier about arching your back. There's a time and place to arch your back. Now is not it. As you inhale, lower your legs as far toward the floor as possible without arching the back. And then exhale, pull up, pull that navel in. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, pull back in. Good, 8 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale to lower. Exhale, suck that navel in. Inhale to lower. This is halfway. Exhale, pull transverse abdominis in. Inhale to lower. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, 3 more. Inhale. Lower by 1 millimeter more. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Hug your knees into your chest and relax. Roll up to a seated position. Extend the legs long in front of you. Bring your feet together. Touch the balls and the heels of the feet together for spine twist. So you'll have to keep an eye out on your feet. If they start moving from side to side, tells you that your hips are not in a stable position. We want to keep them there. So touch your feet together. Reach your arms out in front of you and touch your middle fingers directly in front of your heart. Thumbs point up. As you exhale, twist toward the right. Inhale, grow tall back at the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, grow tall back to the center. As you exhale, twist. Don't let the feet move. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist some more. Don't let the feet move. And come back in. 2 more times to each side, deepening your twist only with the thoracic portion of your spine and your shoulders, not letting your pelvis get involved. 1 more time to each side. Good. Let's come back to center. 4, releasing your arms down. 4, half roll back. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the ground. There's about almost 2 feet in between your heels and your hips. If your feet are together, your knees are together. If your feet are apart, your knees are apart. Either one is fine. It's what you're most comfortable with. Reach your arms out in front of you, palms face up. As you inhale, chin to chest and begin to roll back part way. Look at your navel as you roll back part way. And with your next exhale, roll up to a seated position. Inhale, lower, part way. Look at your navel, see it tuck in. And exhale, come back up. 2 more. Inhale, make your stomach as small as possible. Have the navel touch the spine. and exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale, come back up. 3D roll back, same idea. As you inhale, you're going to lower down and then twist to the right. Reach right hand back. Try to touch the wall behind you. Look at that right hand. And then exhale, pull it forward and lift up. Now go left. Lower back, reach. Try to touch the wall behind you with your left hand and pull back up. Good. Back to the right. Check on something in the back seat of your car and come back up to center. Now go left. Lower as far as you can. Come back up. One more time to each side. Reach behind you. Look at that hand and pull back up and left. Good. Slide your hands behind your head for neck pull prep. If your feet and knees are together, open them up wider. Hands behind your head. As you exhale, bring your nose to your knees. Inhale, look up, shine your heart toward the sky. And exhale, curl into a C shape. Fall backwards and round. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bring your nose to your knees. Inhale, look up, sternum kisses the sky. Exhale, C shape and round. Inhale to hold. Exhale, nose to knees. One more time. Inhale, look up, back bend. Exhale, forward bend, but fall backwards. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward. If you'd like to take this deeper, inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, C shape and round and fall all the way to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, look up at the sky. Exhale, C shape and round. If you want, go all the way to the ground. Inhale, wherever you're at. Exhale, nose to knees. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, C shape and round. Maybe you go all the way to the ground. Inhale, hold. Exhale, nose to knees. Now let's do this with straight legs. Hands stay behind the head. Lengthen the legs out. Feet are together, legs are together, feet are active. As you exhale, nose comes to the knees. Inhale, look up at the sky. Shine your heart and fall backward. And then as you exhale, round onto the ground. Inhale on the ground, and then exhale, shine your heart and come on back up. Dive forward, nose to knees. Inhale, lift up, shine your heart. Exhale, come on down. Inhale on the ground. Exhale, shine your heart and come on up. Dive forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, shine and come on down. Inhale here. And exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, sternum kisses the sky. Exhale, round and fall. Inhale here. Exhale, come back up. Very nice. Release your hands and slowly roll down so you're lying flat on your back once again. Bend your knees and walk your heels as close to your hips as possible. Knees nor feet touch. You want heel, knee, hip, shoulder alignment. Working on bridge variations. Arms are at your side. If you'd like to make this a little more challenging, bend at the elbows and point your fingertips up toward the ceiling. From here, curl your tailbone in between the legs and lift your hips up. I want you to imagine that you could balance a water bottle on your pelvis. Hips are lifted, head is down. Keep the hips lifted. Now lift right leg up toward the sky. Keep right hip as high as you can. Now as you inhale, drop right knee so it brushes left. And then exhale, pull it up. Keep the legs straight. Inhale, lower right leg. Exhale, pull it back up. Good. Inhale, lower right leg. Touch the knee. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower right leg. Exhale, come back up. Inhale to lower. This is halfway. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Point right leg up toward the sky. Keep your hips lifted, keep your hips lifted. If you cramp, please feel free to come down. So this next one, right leg is lifted. Right leg isn't going to move. Hips are still lifted. Yes, I know it hurts. Now, lift left heel, your supporting leg. Drop left heel. Lift left heel. Lower. Lift left heel. Lower. 4 to 10. 5, not the hips, just the heel. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. With control, right leg comes back to the earth, hips come back to the earth. Rest. Now, once again, curl the tail in between the legs and lift the hips up. Lift left leg up to the ceiling. Keep your hips lifted. Keep left leg long. As you inhale, lower left leg, touch the knees together. Inhale, pull back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Lift those hips as you lower and lift. This is halfway. Lower and lift. Lower left leg and lift. Lower. Brush the knee and lift. 3 more. Good. 2, 1. Point left leg up toward the side. Keep those hips lifted. Now, lift right heel. Supporting leg. Lower right heel. Lift right heel. Lower. Lift heel. Lower. Lift the heel. Lower. This is halfway. Lower. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Release left foot and melt your hips onto the ground. With an exhale, roll up to a seated position. And from here, dive forward onto your stomach. Cross at the ankles. You're lying in a prone position. Your stomach is on the ground. You're making a pillow for your forehead with your fingertips. I want you to relax. Trust the earth to support you. Listen to your body. At a certain point, something may not feel right. And so I want you to stop and go back to what we did previously. Keep the feet relaxed on the ground. With your next inhale, all I want you to do is lift your head. Exhale, come down. Don't use the rest of your body. Just inhale, lift the head. Exhale, head comes down. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, come down. One more. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, come down. So there wasn't relax. So there wasn't a lot of work with the rest of the body. Now I want you to concentrate on how you can strengthen the backside of the body. Keep your fingertips on your forehead. With your next inhale, lift the head and the hands. And you will feel this in your lower back. Keep the feet on the ground and exhale, come down. Inhale, lift the head and the hands. Exhale, come down. 3 more. Inhale, lift the head and the hands. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift the head and the hands. Exhale, come down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the head and the hands. And exhale, come down. Now let's add in the shoulder blades, going to breaststroke. Slide your hands underneath your armpits. Keep your feet on the ground for the entire activity. As you inhale, look up, lift your heart, swim your arms out in front of you as if you're breaststroking. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up, swim your arms wide, careful of your neighbors, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and exhale, come down. 4 more. Inhale, lift up and swim. Squeeze the shoulder blades and come down. Inhale, lift up and swim. Squeeze the shoulder blades and come down. 2 more. Inhale, lift up and swim. Squeeze the shoulder blades and come down. Last one. Inhale, lift up, swim, and squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, come back down. Rest on one cheek. Slide the fingertips to meet at the small of the back. Bend the knees for double leg kick. So your knees are bent, your feet are flexed. With your next exhale, pulse the legs in. 1, 2, 3. And as you inhale, shoot arms and legs behind you. Lift your heart, lift your head. And exhale, pulse the legs in. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, shine the heart, reach behind you. And pulse. 2, 3. Inhale to lift. And pulse. 2, 3. Inhale to lift. And pulse. 2, 3. Inhale to lift. 2 more. Pulse. 2, 3. Inhale to lift. Last one. Pulse. 2, 3. Inhale to lift. Relax onto your mat. Slide your hands underneath your armpits for full spinal extension. Keep your feet on the ground once again. Trust your arms to support you. Think of this as a front of the body stretch. As you inhale, rip your mat in two, lift your heart up. Lift as high as you feel comfortable. And exhale, use your arms to come back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up. Stretch the front side of the body. And exhale, come down. Good. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down. Lift only as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down. 1 more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale, come back down. Very nice. Relax your arms. So for those of you who are new, you may want to look to someone who has a little bit more experience with swan dive. We're going to start with swan dive, rock and catch. The start is very similar to what we just did of full spinal extension. You'll start by placing your hands underneath your armpits. Your feet stay on the ground. As you inhale, you're going to press and lift up off the ground. Good. As you exhale, I want you to dive forward, shooting your arms out in front of you, and then catch yourself and press yourself back up. Inhale, lift up, exhale, dive, and come back up. Catch and dive, and come back up. Dive, and come back up. 3 more. Dive, and come back up. Dive, and come back up. Last time, dive, and come back up. Relax back down onto the earth. Please, now we're going to try on our own. Please feel free to stay with swan dive, rock, and catch. Or if you'd like to be a little more advanced, swan dive. You will need to rock yourself up at the very beginning, and then I want you to dive forward and back 8 times without touching the ground with your hands. So let's give it a shot. Press your hands into the earth, lift on up, and then with control, dive forward, rock forward and back 8 times your count, and go. When you finish with your 8, lie down on your stomach. Relax, arms are where comfortable. Good. Now let's move into 2 minutes of plank. Please feel free to come onto your forearms, lift one leg or the other, rest one leg on top, go to side plank. If you need to come down, you come down, but I want you to try to hold as long as possible. Come to all fours. If you have wrist issues, go ahead and start on your forearms. Curl the tail in between the legs, lift the knees off the ground. Come to plank pose. I will give you every 30 seconds. Eyes and thighs are strong. Send your gaze forward past the front edge of your mat. Don't let the skin of your stomach touch the fabric of your shirt. Remember, we've got all these important internal organs and not a lot of bones in that area to protect it, so we use our strong stomach muscles. That's 30 seconds. So if you need to, please feel free to vary this pose. You can come down onto your forearms. You can lift one leg and place it on top of the other. If you feel more comfortable, you can rock forward and back. If you need a break, you can lift your hips up and straighten the back as if you're going into downward facing dog. But remember your breath. Remember how strong you are. 1 minute down. If you would like, you can also go to side plank. Side plank is great because it helps relieve the mental challenge that is plank. Nothing's going to break here. You are strong. Your body is strong. Trust yourself. We have 30 more seconds. You can do it. You may feel yourself heating up. Excellent. Use that heat to burn off toxins and impurities in the body. "15 more seconds. You can do it. Keep your gaze past the front edge of your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come down. Come to child's pose and rest. Turn your palms to face up to alleviate some of the tension on the wrists. If child's pose on your knees isn't comfortable, find another position that is. And from here, let's move to hip twist. Slowly lift up into a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you and lean back. Come to put your weight on your forearms. So it's like you're watching something at the park. Trust your forearms to support you. Look at your navel tucked in and then lift your legs up in the air. Bring your legs together. If you need to, you can bend your knees, but know that this movement comes from the hips, not the knees. This is your starting position, 12 o'clock. I want you to make a circle like the hour hand. Come back to 12. And then move in the opposite direction. Come back to 12. Once again, alternate. Go in your first direction. And then go in your second direction. Keep going. First direction. And second direction. To make this more challenging, make your circles bigger. Conversely, if you need it easier, make the circles smaller. One more time in each direction. Good. Come back to center. Bend your knees. Release. Lie down flat on your back. Head stays on the ground. Let's move to corkscrew. Your legs will move very similarly to hip twist. Reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Drop your legs and feet slightly. This is 12 o'clock. Keep your head on the ground. Make your circle. As your feet get closer to your head, lift your hips up and come back to 12 o'clock. And then move in the opposite direction, making a circle with your legs. As your feet get closer to your head, lift your hips up and complete the circle. 5 more times in each direction. The bigger the circle, the more challenging this is. You can lift your hips a millimeter. You can lift your hips 2 feet. It depends on what your body and your breath are telling you to do. When you finish with that 12th one, 6 to each side, hug your knees into your chest. And let's begin to play with teaser. Extend your legs out long on the earth. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling. So once again, teaser is another position where you're not going to arch your back. Let's start with a bent knee teaser. We'll do 8 total. As you exhale, I want you to snap up into a V, bringing your knees into your chest, balancing your sits bones. So inhale on the ground. Legs are straight when you start. Your knees will bend when they lift up in the air. Inhale on the ground. Exhale. Snap your knees into your chest and balance on your sits bones in a V. Good. And inhale, come back down. Rest your feet on the ground in between. Exhale, snap up into your V. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, snap up into a V. Try to lift your toes to eye level. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, snap into a V. Don't let your back arch. And inhale, come back down. Good. 4 more. Exhale, come on up. Good. 3. Good. 2. And relax the legs in between. And 1. And come on down. Rest. Bent knee may be challenging. You can stay here. Or for our second set of 8, you can do the same pose with straight legs. So you start lying flat on your back. You snap up into a V with straight legs. Then you return to lying flat on your back. Legs are on the ground. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, snap up to a V. Bent knees or straight legs, which works best for you. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, snap up into a V. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, balance on those sits bones as you lift. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, halfway. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. 1 more time. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Very nice. Carefully roll yourself up to a seated position. Let's go to kneeling side leg lifts. So come onto your knees. If you need to, take the front edge of your mat and roll it up to provide more padding for your knees. And then lift up into a full kneeling position. Look to your right and to your left. If you have a neighbor there, please stagger yourself. Once again, look to your right and left. Stagger yourself so you're not going to hit someone. Open your arms out like a T. From here, carefully drop right hand down to the right side as left leg lifts up. Straighten left leg. We're doing 3 sets of 10 leg lifts. Lift your left leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up. Hold that leg up. Good. Let's lift up again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up. Keep breathing. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good job. Rest for a second. And then lift up to kneeling. Open your arms up like a T. Let's go to the left. Drop left hand down as right leg lifts up. Lift right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Good job. And let's lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. 1 more set. Good job. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good job. Relax down. Let's go to side bends. So I want you to turn so that your right hand is near the front edge of your mat, and you're looking toward the left. There are several options with side bends. You can be on right hand, or if you want, on right forearm. For the legs, you can have your bottom knee on the ground. You can have both legs extended long. You can stack left foot on top of right, or even, if you want a challenge, completely lift left leg off the ground. You're starting with your hips on the ground. Your goal, as if a string is attached to your hips, is to pull your hips up as high as you can, and then brush the ground with your hips and come back up. So let's do a set of 10 on this side. If you want to challenge your balance, reach left hand up and point it toward the ceiling. Let's lift the hips up into a side plank position. Now, as you exhale, drop your hips to the ground, brush the ground. Inhale, lift back up. That's 1. Exhale, hips to the ground and lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Come on down. Switch sides. Now know that the left side is different from the right. You may be on a hand, you may be on a forearm. Listen to your body. You may be on a knee. Let's lift up into side plank. Top hand is where you need it to be. Lower the hips. 1, touch the ground and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Good job. Come down. Let's give the wrists a break and go to rollover and then jackknife. So I want you to lie down flat on your back once again. Head is on the ground. So the difference between rollover and jackknife. With rollover, as you lift your hips, you try to reach your feet to the wall behind you. With jackknife, you try to reach your feet to the sky above you. We're starting with rollover. Arms are at your side. Turn your palms to face up so you don't rely on your fingertips to push you up. Bend your knees into your chest and then reach your legs straight up toward the ceiling. You don't have to lift your hips very far if you don't want to. Please keep your head on the ground the entire time. As you exhale, curl your tail in between your legs, lift the hips up, and try to have your feet touch the wall behind you. Maybe they'll touch the floor behind you as well. And carefully melt your way back to the earth. Don't use your hands. Inhale on the ground. Exhale, lift the hips up. Try to touch that wall behind you. And slowly make your way back down. Exhale, lift up. And come back down. You can inhale down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. 3 more times. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down. 1 more time. Exhale, touch that wall behind you. And inhale, come back down. Bend your knees into your chest. Relax. So jackknife is like you're going into a shoulder stand. You're reaching straight up. Once again, your hips may lift 1 inch. They may lift 3 feet. It's up to you. Arms are at your side. Palms face up. Reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Now, as you exhale, have your toes try to touch the ceiling. Lift the hips up. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, bring the hips back down. Exhale, lift up, touch the ceiling. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. And inhale, come back down. 3 more. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Last time. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Carefully bend your knees. Roll up to a seated position. Now let's move to push-ups. Or, if you have wrist issues, 45 seconds of plank. I'll leave that up to you. With push-ups, you can do a push-up like we do in yoga, chaturanga. If you want to keep your elbows in, so you'll turn your middle fingers to face the outer edges of your mat. Or you can turn your fingertips in and have your elbows reach out to the right and left sides of the body. You can be on your knees or your toes. 12 push-ups, your count. Remember, you want to get your nose 2 inches from the ground. If you're doing plank pose, ready, set, begin. So 45 seconds of plank, or you can do push-ups. 12 push-ups total. And if you want, after you're finished with your push-ups, you can go back to plank. 15 seconds down. Remember, push-ups are planks that move. We're further strengthening the arms and the back. 30 seconds. And 45. Good job. With control, release from your resting position and come on up to standing for ragdoll and spine stretch forward. Stand up nice and tall. And then relax everything. Relax your knees, relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. Drop right ear to right shoulder to right hip, and then tumble forward. Cross the midline of the body, and then slowly lift up on the other side. And then when you come back to center, go left. Ear to shoulder, shoulder to hip. Melt down, relax, release the tension of your body. And come back to center. Now, spine stretch forward, bend your knees. Chin to chest, forehead to navel, tumble forward. And once you're all the way down, if you want, you can sway side to side. And then carefully find stillness, bend your knees, peel your stomach off your thighs as you lift back up nice and tall. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up above your head, draw your palms together. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And we're done today. Good job.